Hello and welcome to today's podcasting episode. Today we are going to have very interesting discussion about UGC, that is University Grant Commission's push for regional language education to enhance learning in the Indian context. So India is a home of 398 languages. So that is a really huge number. But if you consider overall education aspect, that is still predominantly happening in English language. And but if you consider overall Indian context having 350 plus language, so in this multilingual and multicultural context, promotion of regional language education has always been the key priority. And now University Grant Commission in India, which is apex body that regulates the higher education in the country, has recognized importance of regional language education, and they are trying to take various actions, various moves in order to encourage use of regional language or mother tongue in the higher education context as well. So if you compare overall higher education scenario in the developed countries, in case of Europe, most of the European countries have higher education in their own language. If you take example of Italy, France, Germany, Japan, even Asian countries like China, Japan, they also encourage their own language higher education. But I think only in case of Indian context there is an exception where predominant higher education is happening in English language. And definitely UGC is trying to promote learning in regional language, and that is definitely going to impact higher education market, because more number of students might get enrolled to the higher education, more number of students might get clarity of their learning. So let us try and understand those moves and what exactly are going to change in the upcoming days. So student can learn better when taught in the regional language. Various studies as well as research have shown that student can learn better when they are taught in their mother tongue or a language they are comfortable with. In other words, learning outcome is the best when students study in their own mother tongue. So using regional language as a medium of instruction can definitely improve student engagement, leading to better learning outcome. And language cannot act as a restriction in learning when courses are taught in a native language. So for many students from non-English speaking background, language can be a barrier to accessing higher education. So if you take into consideration engineering courses, medical courses, those are predominantly taught in English language, and that is definitely a barrier for non-English speaking crowd, those who are not comfortable in English. And definitely this move can benefit those students as well. Apart from that, I think overall over in the 11 native Indian languages are now close to extinct, and India is linguistically and culturally diverse country, and promoting regional language can help to preserve and promote this diversity as well. Apart from that, there is a benefit associated with development of local knowledge system, and it will help to preserve what we have. So regional language often have their own unique knowledge systems, such as local tradition, practices, beliefs, and promoting learning in regional language can help to preserve and promote these local language systems as well. Apart from that, I think it will also help to enhance communication and social cohesion as well. So even UGC chairman has suggested that allowing students to write their exam in regional language, even if their language of instruction is English. So UGC has recently asked universities to let the student write exam in local language, irrespective of medium of their learning. So that has been recently published in various news networks as well, where quite a few tweets are also being there in the April 2023 related to UGC now. Even UGC chairman's suggestion to allow students to write exam in regional language is definitely a positive move towards promoting linguistic diversity and inclusivity in higher education. So it recognizes the fact that many students may not be comfortable with English as a medium of instruction and may perform better if they are allowed to use their mother tongue or any language they are comfortable with. So it is also important to note that promoting regional language in higher education can help to preserve and promote linguistic and cultural diversity as well. So even there is a tweet from Economic Times where higher education institutions play very important role in preparing textbooks and supporting the teaching learning processes in mother tongue or local languages. That is being mentioned by UGC chairman M. Jagdish Kumar. So M. Jagdish Kumar has written to Vice Chancellor of all universities to promote regional language education in the higher education segment. So here UGC chairman is promoting that all the books related to higher education must be prepared in regional languages so that student will be able to understand, student will be able to study in their own language itself. Even UGC chairman is continuously encouraging higher education institutions to teach in local language. So as part of this move, UGC intend to launch UG as well as postgraduate programs in regional languages. So UGC is planned to launch undergraduate as well as postgraduate courses in the regional language is significant step towards promoting linguistic diversity and inclusivity. So by offering these courses in regional language, universities can also promote greater access to higher education, where more chances are more number of students might get enrolled to such courses, where they will find it comfortable in learning in their own language. So MBA is one of the most opted postgraduate courses, and it is one of the popular courses in India. And the initial thoughts are already here regarding MBA courses in regional language, even in the top tier institutions like IIMs as well. So you should not be surprised if you see more number of MBA institutions, including premier institutions, are going to launch regional language management courses very shortly. And this is in line with the India's national education policy, which is launched in 2020, and it strongly emphasizes on promoting teaching and learning in Indian language itself. So policy emphasizes use of mother tongue in regional language as a medium of instruction for various education courses, including school education as well as higher education. So there are a lot of steps which need to be done in the curriculum or overall ecosystem associated with education, where education policy body need to recognize and create books in the regional language. Curriculum has to be developed accordingly. There might be minor tweaks in the curriculum based on regional language inclusion. And education institution should also promote students to enroll for the regional language higher education. That will definitely help students in their understanding various concepts of higher education. Even in case of AICT has already allowed selected colleges to deliver BTech courses in regional languages. So far 39 colleges will be able to provide such courses in the regional language in the Indian context. And more number of colleges are definitely going to enroll for regional language BTech courses. Even in case of legal education, that can be taught in 12 Indian languages by over 1,000 colleges by the start of next year. So by the start of next academic year 2023-24, legal education in India is going to be taught in more than 12 Indian languages. So that is definitely greater move by the Bar Council of India, which controls the legal education aspect associated with Indian context. So way forward is definitely looking where Indian government as well as various education authorities are looking to promote regional language. And while doing the promotion in regional language, technology can play a very critical role, where as an education institution, if you want to assist students in regional language or any language during higher education aspect, you should have a technology assessment platform which supports regional language. So if you take into consideration example of Eklavvya platform, which is highly reputed platform which is used by large universities as well as private education institutions across India to conduct academic exam, entrance exam, end semester exams. There is facility available to conduct exam in regional language, including vivas also can be conducted in any regional language. So as an education institution, you should embrace such a platform which can encourage and have a facility of managing regional language education as well. So it will definitely help education institution to keep themselves ready associated with regional language initiatives. So if you want to explore details about regional language assessment or regional language examination process, you can certainly explore platforms like www.eklavvya.com for more details. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Do not forget to subscribe to our podcast channel so that whenever we are going to release more such interesting episodes, you will get notified. Thank you.